Howdy, this is Mike McCracken, your customized songwriter, coming to you back from Dweebville. Dweeb 1, Dweeb number 2, and the third Dweeb isn't here today. This is not good, is it? Aha! Yes, here he is. Sometimes he hides from me. After all, he is the oldest. And this is my book, Dweebville. It's a real book. Yes, it's even published. Now, some people all over the world can't go to church. I didn't know this when I wrote this song called The Old Man in Church. I'm living in the Old Testament times, where people worship idols, where people don't praise Jesus and God. In China, they persecute Christians here. So, I'm going to read a song, one of my first songs I wrote, called The Old Man in Church. He goes to church each Sunday, then he goes home alone. Then he'd always pray, "Please God, take me home. I've never had a wife like I wanted to, 'cause I spent most of my life showing that I love you." He'd always sit in the back row and never say a word, 'cause it's a place he'd love to go, where God's message can be heard. No one knew where he lived, why he'd just come and go, and at church he'd always give at least $1 or so. Then he came one time more, and the newspapers read that he'll come no more, 'cause he went to join the dead. And the preacher gave a sermon of that old man that day that touched the hardest man, and the rest of that note did say, "I'll die here at God's house, at the entrance by the door, 'cause it's the way to God's house, and the entrance to heaven's door." What if you don't have a church to go to? A lot of people take this for granted and don't even go. I did that myself. I'm not here to say anything else. I'm a Christian and I believe in Jesus. And if there was a church, I'd be going to it here in China. I'm in a small town, a godless place, where they worship idols. Don't take church and God for granted. I guess that's my message for this old customized songwriter today. Don't take anything for granted. You might not be here tomorrow. Live today for today. Well, I gotta go now. I'll see you tomorrow back in Dweebville. This old customized songwriter wrote another song that I hope touched your heart. Thank you, and God bless you, even from Dweebville.